Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the Mike Check Show, man. Today's guest is a former NFL DB, known for his versatility, leadership, and playmaking ability, man. Please welcome. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. That's all. Let's get it. Come on, let's go. Who?
Samari Rolle.
There you go, baby. There you go. That's who we talking to today, man. Huge fan. Uh, again, thank you for even answering. You know, my comment, my DM means a lot to me, brother. For real, for
Thank
real.
you for reaching out, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
The way we like to start things off is by asking rapid fire questions. You ready?
I'm ready. One
Favorite?
word, one word answers or just
Nah, you could. I don't know. It's up to you. You could prolong it. You could. Yeah. It's up to you. Favorite NFL stadium you play in?
Houston, Reliance Stadium.
Ooh, okay. Hardest wide receiver you ever had to cover?
Randy Moss at Florida State.
One word that describes your playing style.
Athleticism.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Favorite teammate of all time?
Ooh. Keith Bullock.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Shout out to KB. Titans or Ravens?
Titans. I got love for the Ravens though, but Titans.
Okay. Loudest crowd you played in front of?
Ooh, college or pro? Because
Ooh,
college stadium is bigger.
let's say college.
College, probably the Orange Bowl. Like 90, 94, the Orange Bowl. The Swamp is dope. I go to the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah.
And last one. Favorite sports team growing up?
Oh man. Chicago Bears.
Okay. Really?
I,
Why the Bears?
I had a Walter Payton jersey,
Okay.
long sleeve joint when I was a kid. And like that's the dude, Walter Payton. I just loved everything about him. Sweetness.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
facts,
just
facts,
stuck,
facts.
man. The Bears just stuck. Always stuck.
Looking back at your journey, right? Your NFL journey. What moment are you most proud of and why?
Oh man. I say probably 2002 season. I'll probably say because 2000 season made first team All Pro, Pro Bowl, all that, and then I had a really tumultuous holdout in the summer going into 21 season, and a couple of my favorite coaches were on different teams now, so I wasn't professional at all, and had a terrible 2001 season. It was almost like they were like, "Oh, he got paid, so he's gonna shut it down now. He's just gonna chill." And I had too much pride in me, football wise.
Yeah.
Like, no, this can't happen. And came back 2002, played in every game, and was back to the player that I knew I was. That probably right there.
What were some of your biggest challenges you had to face that fans never saw? Like a fan like myself,
Hmm.
what was one of the biggest challenges you faced?
Oh man, I failed my physical at the combine. I thought I had a sprained ankle at Florida State in the bowl game. Come to find out, I had a Liz Frank in my foot. So
Oh man.
so yeah, I've been going like 2.5 months not knowing. I just thought my ankle was sprained really badly. So getting to the combine and finding out you failed all the physicals, you're like, man, I didn't expect this or whatever. So really that, man, dealing with that and being able to adjust and having to get better. Then my weight, that was always not an issue to the Titans or the Ravens, but just to outsiders. Because you see me in person, you're like, man, that dude don't play no football, man. Or,
Yeah, yeah.
just like look like a regular person. So that was another thing. Just getting over that. Teams trying, you thinking they can run your way because, you thin or you don't like contact, but ain't no way you could play football without, mixing it up. That just ain't happening.
I want to ask you something, right? So when I started this podcast, my my initial intention for this pod was to spread awareness. in all different areas.
Mm.
But one of them for me is gang banging, right?
Mm.
You know, I did that for so many years. Um, Hated it till it's see. You know what I mean? Don't even know why I got involved. The only thing I could think of is my father was there, but he was non-existent. So he was there in physical, but he was non-existent. I could count on one hand, and anybody that know me is gonna comment and say the same thing. I could count on one hand how many times me and this man has had a conversation. And I'm 40 years old.
One hand.
One hand. And I'm 40 years old. You know, long story short, caught some, sicknesses along the way. And now we back together, you could say, right? But the reason why I bring that up is because I would like for you to tell the people, right? If you can, right? Because I know you're from Miami, correct?
Yes.
So I know Miami people got it effed up. People think Miami is soft, and Miami's not soft by any means. I've
Not at
been to
all.
Miami many times, and it's not soft at all. And I don't know why they have Miami as that, or no, it's cool. It's a chill vibe. You can go party, you go this. Yeah, it's cool, but it has its hoods and its trenches.
Yeah, every place got hoods and
But
trenches.
for your area, did
Mm.
they protect athletes?
Uh, you know what, man? Back then, coming up, everybody, all the girls like the dope boys.
Facts.
As crazy as it sound, they like the niggas that dance back
Facts,
then.
facts, facts,
Yeah,
facts.
like
100%.
yeah,
100%.
like the dancers for some reason they like them. And you really wasn't seeing people go to the NFL. It wasn't as common back then as it is now. You like my high school, three of us, not include me, three other people went to the NFL. All of us at the high school at the same time. You like that wasn't too common, but if somebody sees some potential, like you see now, they see some potential in you, or they see some dollars behind you, yeah, they're gonna look out for you, because at the end of the day, man, he might make it.
Right.
The guy, he might make it. So remember who did this for you, remember who did that for you. I don't find that cool. Like I think if you're gonna do it because you want to, or because you want to help this kid. But either way, you're still doing it. And I think um you gotta also want to be helped though. You know what I
There you
mean? Like,
go. There you
yeah, you
go.
know what I mean? If they say you might not want to come out here with us because we got this going on and we got to make sure you make it or whatever. Some might be like, man, fuck that. I ain't thinking about that. I'm with y'all boys or whatever. So it's just each case is different, man. Really, each case.
Did you have a situation like that? Like you per se?
Man, you know what? Everybody knew my dad would fuck me up. Like my dad's nickname was Hard Time. Yeah, like you know what I mean? So like I knew it, you know what I mean? I knew everybody and everybody was cool, but they like, man, your dad would fuck you up. So that wasn't like, that really wasn't a big deal back then. But I can say the something that was fucked up was at my high school. It was about a week left before school was ending. And I was going in the video room to get a highlight tape. This kid had made a basketball highlight tape for me, and I was getting ready to graduate high school. So it was some substitute teacher in there. And like he just walked up on me all aggressive, like, where's your pass? And the video kid was like, hey man, you don't know who that is? That's Samari Rolle, man. You don't need to talk to him like such and such. He's like, I don't give a fuck who he is and such and such. So then it's almost like I feel like he played me. He called me a piece of shit and like brushed by me. So I shoved him in the back. His hand hit the glass, the fire extinguisher glass. So it's cut up and everything. I don't get suspended from school, nothing like that. A few months later, I'm at Florida State and they knocked on the door and I got served papers being
Come
sued
on.
for I was being sued for $475,000 for push-ups.
Damn.
Yeah, $475,000. I was 17 when it happened. So what would make you think that I would have that type of money?
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So I've that's one thing. I feel like kids, you gotta chill. You know, people kind of try to provoke you, and shit. You see what they doing to the Spurs? Even now, people still trying to provoke you with that type of stuff. So that's one thing I say to the kids, man. Just chill. Just relax,
If you
relax.
if you had if you had one message for right now for a kid that's on a come up, meaning he has offers, but then again, he's in that situation,
Mm.
right? What would you tell him? Like, what would Samari Rolle tell him?
You got to put the weed down. I think that's the biggest problem for the football players right now that are the high school level trying to make it. You got to put the weed down, man. Yeah, we know it is what it is, but at this age, you want to say, man, I could have been playing with them dudes, man, but I got kicked out of school for smoking. Like that, you just hear how that sounds. And me and my roommate chopped it up from back in school. And he unfortunately happened to get kicked out for that. And he was like, man, Donald, that's my nickname, Donald. He was like, man, Donald, I feel so stupid. This 20 years later, because I see
Damn.
y'all on TV, I see everything turned out, and I had to leave because I couldn't stop smoking. So when you grow up and you think about that, it's like, nah, that that ain't it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now the kids getting money early so they can support what it is they into. Just think it's the time and the place for that. It's too soon for that because now you're dependent on it. The main thing ain't the main thing, and you start looking, your face don't look right. You look
Right.
like a smoker now, not an athlete. That's the biggest thing, man. Focus on make the main thing the main thing. You don't get
No
the
doubt.
results right now, but if you keep doing it right, pray, you know what I'm saying? It'll work out.
You know, I met, and this is crazy. I'm even saying this, but I feel comfortable talking to you ever since the first time we spoke, right? When I was like, oh, SR, I'm at the zoo right now, and we on FaceTime. I ain't gonna lie, I was starstruck. I was like, nah, that's SR, man. Like, I'm telling my wife, like, that's SR. Like, you really don't know who he is. But I had to school my wife, like, yeah, look, I show her highlights because she don't know the guests that I have on. Like, she knows a few of them because let's say a a former Knicks player. You know what I'm saying? She'll be like, oh, okay, cool, no doubt. Yeah, I seen him before. He'd be at the game or whatever, supporting the New York Knicks.
Right.
But as far as any other, she doesn't know. So, um, I want to, I'm gonna say this story real quick. I met this couple SR, right? Can I call you SR? My bad. I'm over
All
here saying
good,
SR.
man.
It's
You
great.
can
Doorknob. I'm gonna call you
nah,
Doorknob.
either one.
So
Mhm.
I met this couple, right? This female, this lady posted up a video um that she found. Okay, so let's say she was from Miami. I'm sorry, she was from Florida. She was from Tampa. She was from
Okay.
Tampa,
Uh,
right? No, I'm sorry. She was from West Palm Beach. There you go. Perfect.
okay. Palm Beach County. She
She was
around.
from out there, boom, right? She had a boyfriend, right? Um, they were together a while back. I'm talking about a while back. She comes to New York because she said, I'm gonna start a new life and I'm gonna come to New York. She came to New York, and it so happens that she started going to college. But so every time that she'll go to school, she noticed that there was like this homeless person holding a door and asking for money, right?
Hmm.
So she was like, yo, Mike, and mind you, me and her are good friends now. Like, I've only been talking to her for like a week, but I feel like I've grown to love their situation now, right? You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Yeah, I turned soft, man. As soon as I gave
Yeah,
my life,
I'm listening to you like
as soon
after.
as I gave my life to Christ, I turned PUSSY, man. Like I gave my life to God, and now I'm just mad. I cry all the time. I'm like, damn, what's going on? But I love it though, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, so
That's
so boom. And then one day, she said it took about a year. One day he goes up to her and he's like, yo, you don't remember me? Mind you, his hair's like this, beard is like this. Wild, right? Super wild. He smells a little bit, right? Well, he smells because he hasn't showered in about, a year, whatever the case may be. He's eating off the garbage. Crazy. Long story short, SR, it happens to be her boyfriend from West Palm Beach.
why did I think that's what you were gonna say? So
That is
he gave
crazy.
up. He gave up because she left and went to New York. Damn.
That's wow. So, but guess what though, right? I spoke to him the other day, right? And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, right? Because I feel like sports, whether it's basketball, football, and baseball, I feel like some doctors don't even care about the players. And I'm gonna
Mm.
tell you why. So I asked him, I said, yo, how you ended up like this? And he said, yo, I was in the army. And one day I broke my leg and the doctor gave me oxycodone.
Mm.
So once he gave me oxycodone, after a while, the medication wasn't working anymore. So I turned to something else, which is, dog food, that wet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, damn, dog. And then for some reason, I don't know why, I started thinking about what I do now, the podcast, the sports, the entertainment. And I said to myself, you can even, I kid you not, SR. I was like, yo, I'm going to see if I bring it up to Samari, man, because I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, I feel like me and you could have that convo. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I had another guest on my show who played basketball, but used to pop 40 Percocets during a game. During
God.
a game, he played for the Sacramento Kings. During the game, he was high as he was out of here. But I asked him too, why? He said, no, the doctor gave it to me. So now, SR, I know you've been out for a long time, right? But you
Mm.
played a long time too in the NFL.
Correct.
And I'm not trying to throw you on. No, none of that. If you could respond, if I can get an answer, cool. If I can't, no worries. Do doctors really care about their players? Because I feel like every time I hear or I see, for instance, the Sacramento Kings player, he said something to me that opened up my eyes. He said, yo, you'd be surprised how many, what I'm saying, be on certain heavy drugs. And I'm
Mm.
like, what? He's like, yeah, prescribed by the doctor. What you mean? Like, so the doctor don't give a, like, they don't care about the players? Like, you don't give them a warning, like, hey, if you take, you know what I'm saying, Samari? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like,
Once I put this in your hand, though, and you gotta follow the directions. I will say if like nobody wants to be paying somebody that's not playing for you,
that,
so
that is true.
you
Unless you're
know
a
what I mean?
superstar.
So you definitely want to make sure that everybody is at their best come Sunday or whenever they got to play. You definitely want to make sure they're at their best. Now, some players that are to a point and they've proven how good they are, and they might have injuries, like Steve McNair, for instance. Bless his soul.
Shout out to Steve. Yeah,
Nine
yeah, yeah.
did Mac
Rest in
Nine will
peace.
only practice Friday. Like that's how beat up his body would be. He'd only practice till Friday, but we know that he was gonna play better. When he tried to practice, it didn't look good. You know what I mean? He was
Wow.
yeah, but when he didn't practice,
So that was like his thing?
yeah, I mean, because
That's crazy.
the way he played, and always sacrificing his body, it got to the point where nah, you just sit down and pay attention to everything. Of course, he's gonna do that. And come Friday, like that's the easy day, kind of the day where you just make sure everybody knows where they're supposed to be, that type of thing. And yeah, man, like the year he won MVP, that's what he did.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so I just think it depends on who, man, and how if they're gonna want you to play. I'll put it like that. If it's a way they could get you to play, they're gonna get you to play.
But then what about the consequences? That's what I mean. Like you could turn into an addict. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. That's part of it, man. That sucks.
another thing too, SR, is
Mhm.
for some reason the percentage is super high that when players leave the NFL or any sports organization, they after 2 or 3 years they're broke.
Mhm.
That don't even sound right.
Let
You know
me
what I'm
tell you
saying?
why
Like, where's the NFL? Like, why can't the NFL be behind them and be like, yo, start something, some type of program or something to
they
help
do.
these
Let me
brothers
tell you
out?
what that is. Most of the time is African Americans, right? Who you hear
Yeah.
about it from
Yeah,
all
yeah,
most
yeah,
of the
yeah.
time. Okay. We grow up in a culture when you see the drafts, when black person gets drafted, you see how many people in the room and
Yep.
everybody, we made it, we made it, we made it. Just like everybody thinks we
Yeah,
on
yeah,
now, as
yeah.
opposed to, you know, another person, say a white person, not being, choosing sides or anything, but let's say them, and you go and look at the environment when they get drafted. Just you got to pay attention to
So your
something.
parents.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Raised, so that type of thing. You come in the locker room, dude, dude sick, you know what I mean? Going back and forth with somebody back home. Man, you ain't do this for me, you ain't do that for me. White dude ain't thinking about that, man. And
Yeah, yeah.
that's done. And it's a part of the culture we come from. And it sucks. And I think we have done a better job of trying to see to it and make sure that players are able to be okay when they finish retiring. Because when you playing, you're like, oh, that'll never be me. That'll never be me. But you don't realize the average career is 3.5 years. So even if you had a really good career, by the time you hit 30, 31 in certain positions, you're considered old. So
It's crazy.
right. So you know what I mean? Retire at 33, 34. That shit don't even sound right
At all.
to a normal civilian, right? Retire. So I think that's another, the age difference. And when you're 21, 22, 20, you're not used to having that kind of money.
It's a
So who
fact.
do you trust? Do you just go to the bank and get a checking account? You know what I mean? Do you go get a duffel bag? You go get you 10 Crown Royal bags and what I'm saying? Stash it like that.
Uh,
It's it's different ways. And I saw Lou Williams say something that he tried so many 250,000 investments that always just 250, that's the number. That is a number you get a lot, 250. And I got to the point where if somebody would ask me for something, I'll pay you back. If I give you half, you don't have to pay me back. Now, if they get upset about the half, you didn't need it anyway. You probably didn't need it anyway, but I'm giving you half as opposed to nothing, and you don't got to pay me back. So relationships get strained, all type of stuff, man. It's not as simple as it sounds, and I know that sounds crazy in a sense, but it's a different atmosphere, man, different vibe.
how was that though? SR, like the word entitlement. How was that in your own personal life? Was that real? Was that crazy? Did you go through that?
Mm, entitlement. When
Like when somebody,
no,
when
I get. I'm
you know what I'm
just trying to
saying?
figure out what age. What age we talking about entitlement?
Let's say when you got your first big check.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about, the immaturity
That's
part. Yeah, I was immature. You got to think I got drafted second round, but this motherfucker done sued me for 475,000. I ended up having to settle with him also, but so that was at 21. So yeah, now I've signed at 24, 25. I was a jackass entitled for about 4 months that season, and then you realize like, nah, I need to just chill, be who you are, because money shows who the real person is of you. It doesn't.
absolutely.
It shows who you really are. That's just what I think. So when somebody is say, "Oh man, that money changed you," no, you fucking view me differently now. That's what it. I didn't change. You see me differently now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I could agree with that. I could agree with that 1000%. How did you you know what separates uh good DBs from great ones?
Being consistent week in, week out, going and following the best receiver on the other team and making plays. If you're a playmaker, you make plays, that's what's up. Making more plays than you give up is the difference, I think.
Did you ever get like was there a game that you remember that you was like super tired from chasing someone around?
Um, One game I was starstruck. Like, and
Starstruck.
yeah, starstruck. My
Damn.
second year, we played the 49ers, and man, they break that huddle, and it's number 80, and I'm 49ers uniform. I'm like, shit, that's Jerry Rice. I'm like, oh shit. I'm lined up in front of Jerry fucking Rice. And he ran a post corner on me, and he looked in.
Oh man.
I'm still running to the post right now. He broke it off to the corner, and that's the only time I could say like I was like, man, you like I'm in the NFL. Really. This is Jerry Rice. I was scared or anything, but it was one of those like, man,
That was your welcome to the NFL
yeah,
moment.
like I used to see this dude
Gotcha.
on TV torching everybody. That was the one time I could say like, okay,
Damn.
I'm a little starstruck.
I imagine looking and you see number 80. He tall too, right? He got to be like
Not my
six.
size, yeah, but
Yeah.
coming out in that 49ers uniform with that towel hanging
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Scary.
Yeah,
Scary.
definitely.
Damn. Wow. That's crazy, man. Have you seen him after?
Yeah, I played against him when he was at the Raiders. He was different then. Like I was past that. Oh, this
Yeah.
is Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah. What
But
about after the sport? Like after,
no,
playing with each other?
I
No?
haven't seen no.
Okay, okay. Do you still talk to anybody that, you know what I'm saying, to some
Yeah,
teammates?
I still do. Like I still talk to Keith all the time. And
KB, yep, yep.
yeah, we talk about Titan stuff. Unfortunately, like what happened with this person. Just, sometimes you like, damn, man, because you don't realize how long ago that was. Like, I'm 49, and my last year with the Titans, I was 28. So, like, I
Yeah,
left Nashville as
yeah.
soon as I was done. So it's just, it's different, man. It's different. Once, like, when you first retire, you don't know what to do because you've been on a schedule. You always been on a schedule since high school, college. You always on someone else's schedule. Now you got all this free time, and that is when you miss the locker room the most.
That
That's
was my next question. What do
that's
you
what you
miss
miss,
the most about the sport?
the locker room. The locker
Everyone says that, SR.
yeah,
Everyone says the locker room, the brotherhood. You know what I
is
mean? Not too much the game, just the
right.
locker room and the brotherhood.
Yeah, it's because that's the one place, man. It don't matter where you're from, you know what I mean, how you are,
Facts.
what your political views are, none of that stuff. It's just we are all here for one common goal, and that's to win and crack on people throughout the day. Make the day go by faster. And I think that's part of, the locker room culture. Everything stays in the locker room, man. It just makes the day go by faster.
That's a
You know,
fact. That's a
you sit
fact.
up there, oh, let's be serious. Let's write notes. That shit is boring. You'd be like, oh, I hate coming in. There was never a time, the 12 years I played, where I was like, man, I fucking hate coming to this. Never. Now, with some days I might have been tired or like, damn, we got to practice, but never like, damn, I feel so sorry for myself. I got to do this. Never
That's
that.
because you love the sport, SR. You
Yeah,
loved it. You love
definitely.
this sport to the
I ain't
T.
saying I would play for free, love it like that. Some people, I play this game for free. No, you would.
I know you would.
No, you
Hell no, stop lying. No,
would.
you wouldn't. Word. SR, so you said you watched the sport. What are your thoughts about the sport today from when you played? What's so different about the sport?
It's gonna always be different. So I'm not coming out as a hater because when I was young,
Yeah, the evolution. Yeah, yeah.
veterans was saying it, oh, your generation is so different and y'all fucking it up. So it's just gonna always things always change. I say the probably the biggest difference is that social media, man, is you don't know if they're doing it because that's who they are, or they're doing it for the gram or to
I
be
see what you're
talked
saying.
or whatever. So I think that's the biggest difference because back when we were playing, that's what the focus was because you couldn't communicate like that. Like that stuff didn't matter because it wasn't an option. Now that it's an option, that stuff matters. I hate that they get to wear the any number they wore though, like the college number. Now that's sweet. I do miss that. That's one thing. If I could implement to back when we played, it would be wearing your college number. That's dope.
What okay, what about all right, what about the calls? Because remember, back then you had Atwater putting people out,
Yes, yes,
yourself putting
yes, yes.
people out,
Yes.
Ronnie Lott swinging dudes have to, you know what I mean? Like, what you think about that today? You think the
And that's
game gotten a little soft?
that's what makes Jerry Rice the greatest football player to me.
Facts.
Regular size dude running through there, just whatever. No, you can't call him soft. I mean, times changed. Every player's a bigger, stronger, faster. It's a different game.
100%.
You
100%.
can still get fucked up out there. You still got to be tough. So regardless, rules change. He still got to catch that ball, and he still got to run in there. You got to play the ball now. But the part that I don't like, what you said is the calls when it comes down to deciding the game.
That's
That's that's the
perfect.
part. Like, what is pass interference? What's not pass interference? What's roughing the quarterback? What's not roughing? Hand,
I hate the same thing. I've
yeah,
said it before.
that's that's the one thing that I really don't like on today's game.
I said
But
the same thing. That's all. I
mhm.
hate that. I'm okay with the calls. The calls is cool. As a matter of fact, the linemen today, back then they were huge, but today they're huge and super fast.
Yes, they are.
It's just a little different now. You know what I mean? Like an OL might be 6'5", let's just say 350, 400, but super fast, like super
Look,
agile.
Trent Williams, what, 37, still getting paid,
Hell yeah.
still being athletic out there.
Hell yeah. So it's scary, man. Like to get hit by one of them big, you know what I mean? Like, dude, 6'5", 6, damn, hell no. I can never play football, Samari. I'm sorry. I can never play football. I might have to shoot one of them. Like,
Yeah, they try to say what basketball player you think of playing NFL, man. That coming out that tunnel is different than going on the
absolutely.
court. Now, I think an Ant-Man,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
a OG Anunoby, definitely. A
You got a
Westbrook.
few. You got a
Yeah, yeah,
few.
yeah, it's a few. A Westbrook, some those dudes like that attitude. Like I think Derrick Rose would have been a hellified free safety.
Yeah.
Hellified. Yeah, you don't see the way Derrick Rose move.
He's like Swifty, Swifty.
If you saw him play in person, I was like, damn, this motherfucker is good, man.
You
Stocky.
think OG?
Yeah, yeah. Look at OG, man. OG like he could play some stand up in on defense or some flex tight end.
Probably a flex. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God, they're
Facts.
muscling dudes, man. Like,
Facts.
yeah, yeah.
You talking about new school.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
yeah,
bring it, let's
yeah,
bring
yeah.
it old school. Old school, I feel like Karl Malone.
Man, that was the first thing.
That's
Call
a
him
big
AI,
dude.
Allen Iverson. AI, we
Oh,
can't
100%.
cannot go
100%.
through the same year. His name is in those magazines. You know what I mean? Like the high school magazines, All Americans and all that. But he just didn't play that year because you know what happened. But him definitely.
What about an Anthony Mason?
Nah, feet too slow.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Mason.
Mason?
Yeah, Anthony Mason feet too slow.
What about a Shaq? A prime Shaq?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Prime
yeah.
Shaq?
Yeah. Definitely. I don't know how good he was, but you got to throw him out there. You remember the movie? You might be too young. You remember the movie Wildcats?
Of course. Come on. That's of course.
Wildcats.
Come on. That's of course.
Who was the coach in
Come
Wildcats?
on, man.
Huh?
I, am 40 years old. That's of course. Of course. I got it. No, I'm gonna get let me get back to it. Of course. I thought you was gonna say blue chips.
No. I was saying no. I was saying Wildcats.
Because we talking about Shaq.
Right. But if you remember House, you remember House from Wildcats, the dude that was taking the money to play? I think Shaq would have been something like that. That's what I meant. Like House didn't have to bend down or nothing, but he was big, put his hands up, block kicks and shit.
What position can he play though?
When he did play nose guard.
Damn.
Go back and watch Wildcats for me, man. When you get a chance, just go back and you're gonna call me back and be like, "Damn, I don't remember this movie being this good."
No, wow, damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A nose guard. Wow.
Ron Artest also.
Yeah. Ooh, I forget about RA, man. My bad, RA.
Ron Artest also, definitely.
Yeah, he a wild one. Who you? If I was to ask you for your predictions, right? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna have a breakout season this year coming up? Yes, sir. Which one you think? What
offense, defense? Oh, team, man, that's. Ooh. Can you make the playoffs and still come back and do better? Would that count as breakout?
Yeah.
Coming out of nowhere.
No, I would say come out of nowhere. What people don't expect, the least team people expect.
I would say the Browns, man, but they traded Myles Garrett, so that's not
happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. Don't sleep on the Colts, man. Don't sleep on the Colts. If they get their quarterback situation fixed, like, the quarterback is out right now, but they still got AR there, Anthony Richardson. Don't sleep on them.
Who's a beast.
Yeah, don't sleep on them. And I would say, well, the 49ers went to the playoffs last year. I think the Eagles are going to take a step back.
Yeah, because the Brown.
They're going to take a step back. You know what, man? I'm going to go out on a limb, man. I'm going to say the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Minnesota Vikings. If Kyle is the starting job, I think them.
Okay. No. That sounds fair. I had to think about that. Me personally, I was gonna say like a step back will be Philly because of AJ. You know what I mean? A huge step back.
Yes.
It sucks though, man. Like I don't know what it comes down to. I don't know if it's I don't know the staff or the pay. I don't know, but it's something, right? That's all. It's something.
I mean, they did right by both of them. By trading.
Yeah, they did. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just like lost. Like I don't know what happened there. Like I thought he was I don't know. And I'm not a Phillies fan. I'm a Cowboys fan.
And like I was saying, that locker room thing, right? If you and somebody aren't speaking, everybody can notice.
I see what you're saying.
Everybody can notice.
Make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Everybody sees all that. They might act like they don't, but you see everything in there.
That's all right. I want to take just a minute to say to you, I wish I could give you physical flowers, but I can't. Unfortunately, I hope they come up with an app like that. You know what I mean? Where I could just be like, yo, here's some personalized flowers. But I do want to say thank you for being a part of my upbringing. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for you or any guest that I've had on my show, I would have been dead, right? If it wasn't for me going back home and watching Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, you name it, I would have been dead. So for that, I want to say thank you, SR. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that. I didn't realize it, but thank you. Thank you.
From the heart. I'm a real fan. I'm a huge fan. This question here, I thought about last night, right? And I do ask every guest, and I'm just curious to see what you're gonna say because every answer seems to baffle me. Like I love every answer. Every answer thus far is just it has been amazing. Like in a great way. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't expect, I guess, that certain response from that certain someone. So my question to you would be, what would you want your legacy to be? Samari Rolle's legacy to be as a player and as your civilian, let's say, right? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna say civilian first because I'm
Yes,
that
sir.
sport player. Just someone that had a really good heart, and I feel like the biggest thing is if you can't say something about a person in their face, then you don't need to say it. That's that's one of the big things about me. And that's like I cherish loyalty, and I think like I don't want to pat myself on the back and say I'm a nice person, but I think you know what I mean. I think I've been a good person. I think I've tried to do right. It don't always work that way or
We're
whatever.
human,
But
that's all. We're
yeah, yeah,
human.
yeah, human. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
And just want to be known, man, as a good parent, good husband, and somebody that did for others. But I don't want to say that I did for others. Like with these coaches, when a kid doesn't do something they want them to do, man, all that I did for that kid, oh, shit. What were you
Yeah.
doing? You really doing
Yeah.
it for him or not?
Yeah. Yeah. You,
And
you, you just want some clout.
that's it.
That's a
That's it.
fact. Just by
And
you saying that. Yeah, yeah. I get it. Yeah, that's
yes.
foul. Now,
And
as a player,
as a player, I hate I didn't win the title. In college we lost and we didn't win the Super Bowl. As a player, man, I would just want to be known as a guy that was consistent. Like I'm fine. I know I'm not a Hall of Famer, but I got my All Pro, I got my Pro Bowl, I've been to the Super Bowl, did everything individually. So I don't need the Hall of Fame. Like Peyton Manning writing me when I retired, telling me, how much he appreciated competing against me and reminding me about our visit to Florida State in high school. That stuff matters to me. Like that matters because that's the guy my era. Like that's the Peyton is the guy. My era.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
for
that
him,
and that's bigger than the Hall of Fame, though. That's
yeah, you know
all.
what I mean? For him to reach out and write me like that type of stuff, that's what's up. Or the combine. They might be comparing someone to me. A dude might be 165 pounds or whatever, but fast. And 20 years later, they'll still make a comparison. So that's fine to me, man. That's
Because you know
what
what, SR? The players don't pick Hall of Famers.
right, yeah.
It's
But I
just random people.
yes, but I
So
mm,
Peyton's telling you to your face, like, SR, like, you really him. That means more than anything, man. Like means more than forget the Hall of Fame. You did stuff individually, like you said. And you will
mm,
win that hard too. SR. I just want to get that out the way. You will win that hard. We have a
appreciate
beautiful
it.
family. I noticed I was looking at your social media right before, I sent you the comment and the the message so we can make this happen. Um, Not only that, but again, like there's many people, there's a lot of people like me that would love to have a sit down with SR. Like so many. You know what I'm saying? I put up a post the other day, well, a little while ago before um I even hit you up. I said, who would you want me to, sit down with? And for some reason, I picked a lot of different positions. I picked the center. I picked I had Jay Novacek. Yeah, yeah, Jay. No, you remember Jay Novacek?
Yeah, Cowboys
Yeah,
type
I had Jay
the button hook.
Novacek. I had who else I had? I had a who else I had? Culpepper, Novacek, a few
Yeah,
people, and then
cool.
two or three people wrote your name, and I'm like, because it's a lot of players, right? I mean, I have to remember a lot of players so I could, hit you guys up individually. So when they said your name consistently two or three times, I said, yo, hold on. I said, nah, this is God speaking to me. So that's when I hit you up. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, how can I forget about SR? But again, this is so many. Just for example, Blaine Bishop.
Scrappy. That's
Yeah,
my dog.
I had him on the show. I put up a post a while back because I had him on a while back. But I put a Rod Woodson. You know, I had people like that. But people mention BB, and I'm like, yo, how can I forget about BB? And I know BB. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like a lot of people wrote your name 2 or 3, actually more than that. You know what I'm saying?
BB.
More than that. And I was like, yo, somebody wrote doorknob. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because people
They
really
wrote
know
doorknob.
you.
They know me.
Yeah, people really know you. So I'm like, oh, this is crazy,
Mhm.
and that's why I hit you up. But otherwise, I would have hit you up before.
No,
But in
it's
my
all good.
eyes, you a legend. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have a podcast that would love to sit down and speak to you, man. And just for me to have your number says a lot, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Locked in, man.
we super locked in.
Locked.
My last question in USR is this, right?
Mhm.
If you had one, okay, so let's just say about to be the end of the world, but by your message, people get saved, right? But it has to be a good one, though. It has to be a great one. And they all waiting for SR to get on the mic and say something positive. So depending on what you say, is lit. We good. What would that advice be for the world? That's all.
Man, my advice for the world would be if you want to make a change, trust the person in the mirror. If you want to make a change.
I never heard that.
That's just
No. That's dope.
I believe if you want to make a change, trust you. If you change, you can't hope someone else changes. You can change though. That's all. That's all. I'm not
How
a
do,
philosopher.
how do you trust a man in the mirror? Let's say if you've been through a lot
Yeah.
and you caused a lot of commotion in your life. How can you believe someone? How can you believe that person in the mirror?
Prayer. Like prayer, really. I don't know. I just believe, man. When you got it, when it's something on you or something you believe in, you just gotta ask God and like believe it. When I say ask, I don't mean I'm like speak it. You know what I mean? As an athlete, people don't know, dude, Mike. It's places you have to take your mind to during games that normal people, normal civilians couldn't like it's you might be sick in a game, but you gotta do this shit. You
It's a
might
fact.
might not be feeling your best. There's something might be going on at home or whatever, but you from somewhere you gotta get this strength and take your mind someplace else that others can't do and just try and be somebody else or perform like just be somebody else performance wise forever long. It's strange, man. An athlete could tell you though. Athlete will tell you where they got to take their mind. And maybe that's why my philosophical delivery wasn't so good as far as saving the world. But I just think if you got to save yourself first. That's what I'm saying. Like I just think you got to save yourself first.
Damn.
I can't tell you, man. You got to fix that background, man, or something and such. Shit, I need a podcast first. I'm gonna correct you when I don't got a podcast. Get what I'm saying? That's it.
Fire. Yo, SR, man, like, man, you know what's crazy? The most anticipated conversation, right? Because again, like for some reason, man, like when we spoke and everything was cool, I felt like I know you for years, man, and that's the dope part about having a podcast or whatever the case may be. You really get to know someone like one of your favorite athletes. You really get to know players that you looked up to. And now that
Hmm.
I'm in this space, man, like the joy I have, brother, like I can't even explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like
You got a good thing going, man. You've been blessed. Keep it up. Keep
it's
it
a
up. Pretty
fact.
soon you're gonna have dudes in the NBA finals on here.
That's
You're gonna be the NBA finals champ on it.
I'm trying to get a Brunson in here. Yo,
Yeah.
SR.
You a Giants fan?
Nah, Cowboys.
From New York?
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. That's all. My bad.
Okay, I got one for you.
Yes, sir.
Harbaugh. Harbaugh. I played for Coach for Harbs 1 year. His first year as a head coach. They're gonna sweep the Cowboys. You heard it here first. I ain't
Come
saying
on.
the Giants they're gonna be this, they're gonna sweep the Cowboys. Harbs knows. Harbs knows what to do. If he get his quarterback under control, the Giants gonna be all right, man. Watch.
But
Watch.
they're not going to. Come on. That's
All
all. They
right.
not. The
Did
boys?
the boys make the playoffs last year?
Yeah, but
No, I was just
I
I
see how you
forgot.
did. I see.
They got a good player though. They
I
did have
see.
a good
I
draft.
see.
They had a good draft. They had a really good draft. They
I see
did.
what you did there, so damn. But okay, I know my boys is whack. I know that. I know that. I know that. Every year I feel like it's the year, but it's not the year, and it sucks though, man. You know,
That's how Dolphins fans used to be down here. When Dan Marino was a quarterback, but they still think Dan
they thought
Marino.
that every year was
Nah,
like
that's
the
it.
year.
That's yeah. And they've been thinking that since he's been gone, also. So y'all similar, but you won your title sooner than the Dolphins.
Yeah, 90 something,
Yeah, yeah.
94, 95. It's all right though. That's all. I
Don't
got your
forget
number.
Tom Landry got 2 Super Bowls also. Don't do Tom like that. Just so you know, Tom Landry invented the shotgun and I think the 3-4 defense.
Yeah? Oh, I have to look that
Yeah,
up.
yeah, look that up.
I
Look
have to look
that
that up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
up.
Now the 3-4 is serious.
Look that up.
If you know how to play the 3-4, it's crazy.
Tom Landry. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yes.
The shotgun offense.
Yes, I think that was Tom Landry. So
And
I
everybody uses shotgun.
I got to head out here to go to the school. We good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We good. That's all. I appreciate you. Go comment, like, and subscribe. Go spam. Go to his page and go ham on his page, man. Please go follow us all. That's all.
Hey,
Tell them where they can find you.
Samari Rolle 21. That's it.
There you go. There you
Samari
go. That's
Samari
all. I
Rolle
appreciate you,
21.
brother.
Hey, Mike, thank you for having me. And
Love, bro.
the series will be back in New York.
I'm gonna text you if it don't.
Okay, do
All
that. Do
right,
that.
SR.
All right,
Peace, brother. You
for
already.
sure.